जय राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी जय यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी जय यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय जय राधा वल्लभ श्री राधे जय राधा दामोदर श्री राधे जय राधा गिरिधरी श्री राधे Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Baladeva Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Nita Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nita Gaura Hari Bol. Sri Sri Gaurita ki, Sri 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 Radha Bhagwan ki, Sri 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 Jagannath Baladev Subhadramani ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Nita Gaur Pramande. Hare Krishna. So our today's verse is about Omkara mantra, Om, and the significant role it plays in various Vedic rituals, including marriage. So that is the verse today. So we will be reading this verse from Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, Canto 9, the chapter, the dynasty of Puru. And we all know that Puru is the son of Yayati Maharaj. And who is the mother of Puru? We have two options, Devadi and Sarmista. So actually Puru is the son of Sarmista. You know, Yayati married Devani. Along with Devani, Sarmista, the princess of the king, also she joined her as a servant. And there in the previous chapter we have learned that even Yayati also end up uniting with Sarmista, and she has given birth to 3 sons, and the last son is Puru. Puru is the one who is considered the first class son of Yayati. Okay, so Puru. So we'll discuss about this Puru's dynasties. Already few verses have discussed about it, but we will today focus on specific Omkar mantra. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 As we are going to glorify this Omkara, Om mantra today. So therefore I thought we will remember 2 more times, unlike other days where we only chant 3 times. So this time Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Okay. So of course, we all know that we prefix this Om quite often. So just 5 minutes before, when we did Premadhuni, started with Jai Om Ishtapada Paramasya Praveshara Stotra Śrīmad Bhāgavatam ki, started Om started. So you can prefix Oms to all the auspicious mantra. Without Om, no Vedic mantra is complete. So when we are offering bhoga to the deity, or we are starting prayer, or even doing yajna, so when we are offering bhoga into the yajna, we always say Om, Govindaya Namah, Swaha, correct? So always we start with Om. Om is a very powerful prefix. So we will discuss about his glory throughout this verse. Okay, so we are reading from Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, Canto 9, Chapter 20, the dynasty of Puru. The verse for today is 16, text 16, verse 16. Om iti yukte yata dharmam. Om iti yukte yata dharmam. Upaye me shakuntalam. Upaye me shakuntalam. Gandharva vidina raja. Gandharva vidina raja. Deshakale vidanvit. Deshakala vidanvit. Om iti yukte yata dharmam. Upayema shakuntalam. Gandharva vidina raja. Deshakala vidanvit. Om iti yukte yata dharmam. Upayeme shakuntalam. Gandharva vidina raja. Deshakala vidanvit. Om iti yukte yata dharmam. Upayeme shakuntalam. Gandharva vidina raja. Deshakala vidanvit. Om iti yukte dharmadam. Deshakala vidanvit. Upayeme shakuntalam. Gandharva vidina raja. Deshakala vidanvit. Vaishnavis. Om iti yukte yata dharmam. Deshakala vidanvit. Deshakala vidanvit. Word to word translation. Om iti yukte. By reciting the Vedic Pranava, invoking the Supreme Passive Godhead to witness the marriage. Yata dharmam, exactly according to the principles of religion. Because Narayana becomes the witness in an ordinary religious marriage also. Upayame, he married Shakuntalam, the girl Shakuntala, Gandharva Vidina, by the regulative principles of the Gandharvas, without deviation from religious principles. Raja, Maharaj Dusmanta, Deshakala Vidinavit, completely aware of duties according to time, position and objective. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. When Shakuntala responded to Maharaj Dusmanta's proposal with silence, the agreement was complete. Then the king, who knew the laws of marriage, immediately married her by chanting the Vedic Pranava, Omkara, in accordance with the marriage ceremony as performed among the Gandharvas. Purport: the Omkara Pranava is the supreme personality of Godhead represented by the letters. Bhagavad Gita says that the letter A-U-M, Om, combined together as Om, represent the Supreme Lord. Religious principles are meant to invoke the blessings and mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, who says in Bhagavad Gita that he is personally present in sexual desires that are not contrary to the religious principles. The word Vidina means according to religious principles. The association of men and women according to religious principle is allowed in the Vedic culture. In our Krishna conscious movement, we allow marriage on the basis of religious principles. But the sexual combination of men and women as friends is irreligious and is not allowed. Om Ajnanatribindasya Jnananjala Shalakaya Chaksurunutameena Tasme Sri Guruve Namaha Nama Om Ishnupadaya Krishnapadaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namini Namaste Saraswadevi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pachata Desha Tarini Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sivasadi Gaura Bhaktavanda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. When Shakuntala responded to Maharaj Dusmanta's proposal with silence, the agreement was complete. Then the king, who knew the laws of marriage, immediately married her by chanting the Vedic Pranava mantra Omkara in accordance with the marriage ceremony as performed among the Gandharvas. So here, often you don't need to speak to convey some message. So when we look back to the previous verse, the conclusion was, so it says, Maharaj Dusmanta's acceptance of Shakuntala and his wife was sanctioned by Vedic culture. How the marriage took place is described in the next verse. That means this verse is about, the proposal Dusmant Maharaj made to Shakuntala. And of course, then after that, after proposal, what happens? Either you reject the proposal or accept it and go to the next step. So the previous verse so beautifully explains how he made a proposal. So before that, just to set in context, you all heard very nicely about various next generations progenis are coming from this Puru Maharaj. So then after around 7 or 8 generation, so we have this King Dusmanta, so who was one of the prominent king under that lineage. So this Puru, because of Puru is also called Puru Vamsya. And later that Puru Vamsya become Kuru Vamsya. That's what Mahabharata. So in that Kuru Vamsya we have this Kauravas and Pandavas. So this is already clarified by Sukadeva Goswami to Parikshit Maharaj in the first verse itself. You come from dynasty of Puru. So Puru Vamsya became Kuru Vamsya. So this is another new way of calling Puru Vamsya. You can say Puru Vamsya also. Okay. So this Dusmanta, once he went to hunting. Of course, yesterday Maharaj explained very nicely about why these kings go for hunting. So they go for hunting just to keep their, their ability to fight in the war. You have to practice regularly. If you don't practice, we forget. Keep yourself fit. Correct? You can't sleep for 20 years. Suddenly some enemy will attack your kingdom. That time you try to, do some exercise and be ready. No, it is not possible. Correct? You are preparing for the Olympics. So when you are preparing for the Olympics, or why Olympics? Even small, simple runs. You have to practice that run. Build stamina so that you can perform to your perfection at that context or wherever it is necessary. So this is very important. So it's like a bodybuilding. People go to gym to build a body so that they can easily lift this asana to keep it there. Even if you don't build a body, at least you have to practice regularly. So if you're not lifted and suddenly you come and lift, what happens? Because of high pressure at once, you will start paying your hands paining, back paining. You may even break some bone also. So therefore, it's very important practice. So that's what Dusmanta is doing. So he went to forest and obviously he has practiced. Then became thirsty, became hungry. Then he was looking for some place of shelter. So there he sees Kutira. Kanvamani's Kutira. He goes there. So that day Kanvamani was not there in the Kutira. But there were many other who are living under the shelter of Kanvamani. So one of them was the Shakuntala. So Shakuntala was obviously very beautiful. So she is born from union of Vishwamitra and Menaka. Menaka is the most beautiful Apsara in Indraloka. Whereas here Vishwamitra is the king. So he was a very prominent and powerful king, Vishwamitra. But however, he wanted to become Brahmarshi. He realized that Brahmarshis are more powerful than king. So they're better to upgrade himself. So he wanted to become Brahmarshi. Brahmarshi. So therefore, you can't get Brahmarshi title just easily. Just you do one round of chanting and you become a Brahmarshi, not possible. So you have to chant 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, like that for many, many years. If not, Brahmarshi will become Namacharya. We have got Haridas Thakur. Among all the Vaishnavas and the devotees that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had, among them he selected Haridas Thakur as Namacharya. Acharya of holy name, teacher of holy name. Why? So he perfected the art of chanting holy name. First you perfect yourself, then you can teach others that perfection. Correct? If the teacher himself know half-baked, then how can he teach a good knowledge to a student? Not possible. So you can only give whatever you have got. If I got $100 in my pocket, can I give $200? I can't. I can only give 100 maximum. So same way. So perfecting the art of chanting is the one which made Haridas Thakur Namacharya. Similarly, for this Vishwamitra, so he has to do tapas for 60,000 years to get the title of Brahmarshi. But before 50,000 years that he reaches, the first few years, he started this austerity, tapas. But immediately the message went to Indra. So anyone who is trying to perform very severe austerity, and especially if that person happens to come from Kshatriya lineage, that means other Kshatriya, other ruler become a bit frightened because this person is performing so much of tapas. Looks like he is eyeing my position. This is possible in material also. You work in some organization, if you are performing very, very well and growing very fast, your next immediate boss will get frightened. Looks like my position under threat now. So they have to do something. So in this case also Indra. So what is Indra's weapon? Usually Indra's weapon is send some apsaras to this person who is performing austerity. And he has chosen Menaka. Menaka initially thought, no, I don't want to go. This person is very determined. He might curse me, then I might end up becoming like a stone or something else. So, but however, Indra pushed her, okay. So she went there and, so here this Vishwamitra is performing severe tapas for almost 4-5 several years. Then one day he is in deep meditation. Still he heard this ankle bell sound, tick, 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 some sound, They put ankle bells with then so in dancing for their coming. Then you get attracted. Then you open his eyes and sees a beautiful lady. And immediately he forgot about his Brahmarshi tapas aim. And his heart and mind attracted to her beauty. Then of course led to their union. Then led to the creation of this baby called Shakuntala. When the baby was born, Then for a few years, this Vishwamitra has lived with Menaka. Then started thinking, what is the purpose of me leaving the kingdom and coming here? He used to do austerity to achieve this Brahmarsi, but what I have done? Same thing that I would probably do in the palace. In palace, even better. Correct, palace facilities there. The queens are there. As a king of the large empire, you can command anybody. So respectful. So he realized futility of his action. Therefore, he decided to again, leave this Menaka and go away. Menaka thought, I have to go back to Indraloka. Why I have to be here? Therefore, she says, so here is your baby girl. Please take your daughter. Vishwamitra says, no. Then what can Menaka do? She can't take this baby to Indraloka. So she simply in the forest just left it there, maybe below a tree. And then many birds called Shakunta birds. Actually these birds are the one who took care of this girl, baby girl. So baby, she can't go and get some fruit and eat. So these birds went and brought some fruits together, actually, group of birds. Suppose you want to put some mango juice into the mouth of that baby. You can't bring the mango and put it to the mouth of baby. What you can do? Together they try to peek like these parrots, then lift and squeeze and some drop of nectar will fall into the mouth of this baby. And baby, of course, that's how survived for a couple of months. And meanwhile, one day, Kanva Muni happened to pass through. And he saw there so many birds are taking care of a baby. So he thought this is the will of providence, took the baby and then took it to ashram, then performed name-giving ceremony. And what is the name to give? He thought this baby is cared by Shakunta birds, therefore we call her as Shakuntala. I hope it's clear why she is called Shakuntala. Often the names come from our quality, characteristic and so on. Correct? Even our Radha Krishna is called by so many other names. One of them is we say Partha Sarathi. One who has become Sarathi, charioteer of Partha. Partha is Arjuna. Correct? So for that role is called Partha Sarathi. We chanted Jai Radha Giridhari. 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 Giri is the mountain. Mountain. Then one who is holding this Giri is called Giridhari. Giridhari Gopal. So we celebrating Krishna lifting Giri Govardhan to protect all his friends and gopis and gopas and the residents of Vrindavan, Giridhari. So similarly here, Shakuntala. So that is the appearance of Shakuntala. And of course, Shakuntala is very beautiful. And as nicely explained by this month. So this month when he went to that forest and he comes across this kutira of Kanva Muni, so there he sees this beautiful Shakuntala. This Shakuntala is actually very effulgent, very aromatic. Because of her presence, even the whole the kutira and all those ashrama is effulgence. Then very nice smell, scent is coming from the body of the Shakuntala. Correct? You know that? So it's beautiful. So and also smelling very nicely. So obviously this has attracted mind and heart of Dusmant. Dusmant is the young king, very powerful king. So he got attracted and he now tried to converse with her. So first, so he inquired her, who are you, whose daughter are you, and so on. Then, and he also says, my mind can't attract to others unless they are also Kshatriya. So he tried to, say that we are, compatible. So then Shakuntala also offers him nice glass of water to drink. Also, so in the verse number 14, he says, so we have Nivara rice. What is this Nivara rice? We know basmati rice. We know various types of rice, and every day we are having here in the temple prasada. But this Nivara rice is a type of rice that is grown in the forest. It's sort of wild rice they call. So obviously they can't get a rice from other places. So whatever rice they get, that is the Vedic culture is. You accept, you eat, you survive based on whatever is available within your naturally, within your area. You don't go to another country and bring curd from Switzerland. Just take a curd from the Surabhi cow that you got. Why to get a curd from Switzerland? Some people feel happy if they eat a curd from Switzerland, then some live in a house with marble from Italy, correct? And then feel proud about it. But whereas Vedically, be happy with what is available locally and be content, whatever you got. So that is what. So therefore she offered Nivara rice. Not the rice that king would eat in a royal palace. So and then of course, so he was happy, accepted. Now he made a proposal in the last verse, so glorifying her appearance. He says, "O Shakuntala." By that time he did not name Shakuntala. He says, "The one with beautiful eyebrows, you have taken your birth in the family of the great saint Vishwamitra. Your reception that you offered me is quite worthy of your family, is appreciating. Just like Vishwamitra as a royal king would offer, similarly you are offering me that reception." So aside from this, so he is also proposing the daughters of king generally accept or select their own husbands. So he glorified and made a proposal. So generally daughters of a king accept or select their own husband, which is what Swayamvara is. And yesterday Maharaj described so beautifully about Swayamvara, so I will not describe that. Swayamvara. So he is proposing that. And today's verse, so starting with says, so this Shakuntala didn't say anything for the proposal. Means accepted. Correct? So you don't have to speak. So, silence is more powerful than words. So there are many times you can achieve great things just being silent. So you don't ask, just be silent. Ask, what do you want? Ask, whatever you ask, I will give it to you. That is how the conversation between Bali Maharaj and Vamadeva happened. So he keep on increasing his offering. So in the same way, so here she didn't say anything, she just be silent. Therefore the king understood that she is happy to get married to this Dusmanta. So now, so going through this verse, Om iti yukte yatha dharmam. So Om, so started with Om. So that is about the marriage that he is getting into. So here it says, Dynasty Apuru. Okay, so Om iti yukte yata dharmam. So Om, so is Vedic Pranava mantra. So when we, in the purport, Prabhupada is glorifying this, Om is not different from Krishna. And so it's a holy name actually. So Prabhupada referring to, so this Bhagavad Gita Om represent Supreme Lord. So it's according to the Bhagavad Gita. So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that he is personally present, his holy name and many other form. So in the Bhagavad Gita verse we have got from chapter 8, verse 13. In the Gita you will see the glorification of Om in several verses in number of chapters. In chapter 13, that is attaining the Supreme. How to attain the Supreme? One, we can attain Supreme and Supreme Lord destination by chanting holy name. Correct? So, Ante Kalya Narana-spriti. At the last breath of your life, if you are able to remember Lord Narayana, you will go to Vaikuntha Loka where Lord Narayana is. Similarly, if you are able to remember Krishna, you will go achieve that Krishna's destination. So here, Om, so which is part of attaining Supreme. So there, one of the verse, it says, Om iti ekasrama brahma. So here, this when you performing this yoga, at that time you say Om and think of Krishna and quit the body. So Krishna says he will achieve that supreme destination where I am. So that means Prabhupada in the purport he says Om is Krishna and it is not different from Krishna. So therefore when we say Om or when we say Hare Krishna, Om is already there in the Hare Krishna too. So this is Omkara. And Omkara is also called as sound representation of Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is sound representation of Krishna. We can say, Krishna, come here. Or we can say, Om. Of course, Krishna will understand your desire. You don't have to explicitly say what you want next. So, Om. So, there is the Omkara mantra. So, the result is same. That means whether you chant Hare Krishna mantra or Omkara mantra, result is same. That doesn't mean that we just change and keep on sitting down and say, Om. Okay? So that is probably difficult to do dancing and feasting, especially dancing. So usually those who are chanting Omkara mantra, they sit down. Often if you search or they probably sit down on the deer skin in the forest, attentive, close their eyes and sit erected very properly, not like this, not sleeping, sit down properly. Sometimes you have to sit down very straight, nicely, then control your breath. Then when you say Om, Om, like that, they will do it for a minute and deeply concentrated. So often maybe to control our mind, control our thoughts, otherwise mind is a monkey mind. You start thinking all sorts of things. So if you just deeply saying Om, that time, our mind and all our movement will feel like it's passing through and our other distraction will not come. You try. You just say Om. At that time, it's very difficult to think anything else other than hearing this sound. Whereas Hare Krishna mantra, when I am doing Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is not like Om pulling. Because of that, we start thinking this and that, there are so many things. So that is what we call inattentive chanting. But Omkara mantra will bring attention. So therefore, even before starting Hare Krishna mantra, perhaps we can do Om, then Hare Krishna. Maybe we'll be in that mood. Then we won't wander around the world. Correct? So our Dvija Prabhu Samsab said, no world tour during Kirtan. World tour. While doing Kirtan, Gaurarati, and after that we do Hare Krishna mantra. After that we do world tour. What is world tour according to Dvija Prabhu? So not only saying Jai Radha, so our Radha Vallabha, but we start talking, so other deities around the world, glorifying. Sometimes we say, so we glorify Shyam Sundar, we glorify Govinda, we glorify Gopala, we glorify Madan Mohan, Damodar, Giridhari, Parthasarathi, Londoneswara, Pariseswara, Melbourneeswara. Londoneswara you heard? Krishna. The supreme controller of London is Londoneswara. That is Krishna. Then supreme personality of Paris is Pariseswara. Paris Iswara. Iswara is the controller. Paris Iswara, controller of Paris. So like that, so if you name our Radha Vallabha based on this place, we would have named as a Melbourneeswara. But other places Prabhupada given like that, but here Radha Vallabha. Okay, Vallabha, Lord of Radha. Radha Vallabha. So that is the world tour. Similarly, in our mind also we do world tour. At least if you can do world tour as prescribed by Dvija Prabhu, that is very good. But unfortunately, our world would be here, there, that. What happened to this? How did he scold me or how did I scold him? All sorts of anxiety we create. So this Pranava mantra, Omkara. So next, so this of course in Bhagavad Gita, also other chapters, for example in chapter 7, which is knowledge of the Absolute, there also Krishna talks about Omkara mantra. So in one of them he says, Pranava Sarva Vedeshu. So here this 3-letter Om is a syllable Om in the Vedic mantra. So he says, I am Vedic mantra, that Om. Here one of course says, O Arjuna, O son of Kunti, he says, I am the taste in water. So he says, Rasoham, Rasoham Apsu. Apsu is water, Rasa, taste. Taste in water is Krishna in that verse. So let me drink also. This is not ocean water, not salty. So tasty water, Melbourne water, Ganga water, Yamuna water. So Krishna says, if you see a taste in the water, that is Krishna. So that is how you can understand the knowledge of Absolute, understanding Krishna. Then he says, I am the light of sun and moon. And he says, I am the syllable Om in the Vedic mantra. So it is the Krishna says, so I am the sound and ability in men. If someone has a ability to speak nicely, this is Krishna. If someone has ability to glorify Krishna, so like Prabhupada, so that is Krishna. Actually we are part of Krishna, part and parcel of Krishna. Therefore we are little Krishnas. Correct? So everything is Krishna. So this energy is Krishna's energy, therefore it is Krishna only. So every living entity, we say part and parcel of Krishna, because Krishna is the seed-giving father. Aham bija pradayaka, as Krishna says. He is the seed-giving father. So therefore, in the next verse he says, this also, I think after 2 or 3 verses also you will hear, you see, the sun is actually the father transformed into another next living being. So it's Krishna's part and parcel. Therefore, we are Krishna but little Krishna. So that is why Prabhupada and other Vedas say that. So we are simultaneously one and different. So one in quality, but in quantity, very little. So it is compared to, for example, mountain of gold and a particle of gold. Particle of gold is gold. A drop of water is also taste exactly same as other. Whereas I drink the whole thing also same taste. But drop is drop and ocean is ocean. So that is Krishna says, and of course in other verses also, even in the most confidential knowledge chapter, that is chapter 17, even there also Krishna says, Omkara, the syllable Om. So that is the purifier. So he says, so he is the object of knowledge and he is the purifier and is the syllable Om. So therefore Krishna is emphasizing so much that the Om is actually not different from him. So this Omkara is also analyzed by other devotees and Vaishnavas, including our Goswamis. We have 6 Goswamis there. Rupa Goswami, Jiva Goswami, Sanat Swami, Bhattacharya, Gopala Goswami. These Goswamis also, analyze this. What is this Om? So Om, A-U-M. So therefore they actually said, so this Ekara, he says A refers to Krishna. And then they say, of course, Krishna is the Sarva Lokaika Nayaka. So this A, which is Krishna, is the Sarva Lokaika Nayaka. Nayaka means the leader. He is the leader of all the lokas. Then the U Kare no Chaya Radha. So this U refers to Radharani. Then of course, what about Yam? Yam Karo. Yam refers to all the living entities. So all the jivas. So Om means Krishna, Radha and the living beings. That means actually complete package. So we say Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela, devotees, energy of Lord, that is Radharani, spiritual energy of Lord, then material energy of Lord, the jivas, of course, part and parcel of Krishna, also little energy, Tatastha Shakti, marginal energy of Krishna. Therefore, this Omkara is a combination of all those 3. So this is by the conclusion, declaration of Goswamis. Of course, Goswamis got this knowledge from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not different from Krishna. So therefore you can say the teaching of Krishna and Bhagavad Gita also declare that the teachings of in the Śrīmad Bhāgavatam declare the same thing. Of course, you can also in Chaitanya Charitamrita, there also it is declared. So now, so this Om iti yukte. So he pronounced Om. Then Yata Dharmam. So this is according to religious principle. This King Dusmati is not making up this himself. So according to religious principles. So Omkara is the basic principle in all Vedic mantras. As we discussed, all the mantras we started Om. So even to glorify the devotees, even the Guru. So we started Om Ajnana Trimindasya Jnananjala Salakaya. Chaksurvitaimana Tasme Guruve Nama. Om. We started with Om. So there also. So with the devotees, with the Lord. So this is because it represents some Krishna. So, and of course, understanding of this Veda's ultimate goal is to understand Krishna. So that is why we always start with all the mantra with this Om. Even if you step out of this room and step into the next door, there you see one chart. How many of you seen chart? Achman chart, purificatory, water purificatory, purifying ourselves by taking Achman, water. Even if you read there, there you will see Om Keshava Namaha. First we say, we take drop of water, Om Keshava Namaha. Then we say one drop of water, Om Narayana Namaha. Then we say another drop, Om Madhavaya Namaha. Then of course after that we say Om Vishnuve Namaha, Om Madhusudana Namaha, Om Trivikrama Namaha. Trivikrama is the president of this temple. The real president of this temple is Trivikrama. All others are temporary. Please know. So when you come to this temple, who is president? Eternally president. So this is Om Tat Sat. Om Tat Sat. Sat means eternal. The Om is absolute truth, Krishna. So Krishna is eternal. And in this temple, so for next 10,000 years, so the president is Trivikrama. All other presidents will go. How can we live for 10,000 years? Maximum 100. Therefore, this temple during last 30, 40 years, 50 years, so we have seen several presidents. Then there will be new president will come. And whether we like it or not, in another 30 years, 100 years, we don't know who will be president, but Krishna knows who is the president. And then Lord Trivikrama knows who will represent him to make sure that everything is happening correctly. So he is the supreme president. Trivikrama, Om Trivikrama. Then Om Vamanaya. The Vamana is Trivikrama only. Then we say Om Sridharaya Nama, one who has Lakshmi on the heart, Sridhara. Then Om Rishikesha. Rishikesha is one who is the master of senses, one who your ability to see comes from Krishna. Since we are able to see but we don't see very clearly, so we take help of Krishna's energy glass to see. So all our senses are very weak. So therefore we need those help also. Ultimately, even this other elements, the material energy that we are using is also Krishna only. Then Padmanabhaya Namah. So Padmanabha. So on whose lotus coming from this Nabha, so there is Krishna. And Om Damodaraya Namah. So we say all of this to purify ourselves. So by sipping water, purify ourselves, then we become eligible to perform service to Krishna. That's eligibility. Correct? If you want to become, say, a professor in Melbourne University, you have to have some eligibility. What is eligibility? You should have a PhD, doctorate. And then, of course, if you want to become Acharya in the line of Prabhupada and in the Brahma line, so the Acharya should also be having qualification. What is the qualification? What is the PhD that person should have? He should become perfect in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Prabhupada says Bhagavad Gita is a bachelor degree. Śrīmad Bhāgavatam is master degree. Once you complete fully, you get a master degree. Then once you complete Chaitanya Charitamrita fully, you get a PhD degree. That's equivalent, according to Prabhupada. So therefore, one has to become like that. So this, so that is even, as I said, prayer to Guru also like that. So then this Dusmanta, so Upayane se Kuntalam. Upayana means married, marriage, upayani. Shakuntalam, Shakuntala, he married Shakuntala. That is the next line. So in the previous verse, purport particularly, Prabhupada said that there are several types of marriages. So actually 8 types of marriages. One of them is Swami-Vara, that was discussed yesterday, very detailed. And then there are other marriages also. There is one called Brahma marriage, Brahma Vivaha. What is the Brahma Vivaha? So something like a boy seeking a girl. No, not boy actually. The father of a boy, parents, identifying a suitable girl for marrying that their daughter, their boy, their son. So therefore, that is called Brahma Vivaha, Brahma marriage, the first one, correct? That's first type of time. Second type is, the girl's parents may try to find a boy. So that marriage is called Daiva marriage. Okay? So those who are married, now you can decide whether yours is a Brahma marriage or a Daiva marriage. Okay? That is just second. Then there is called Arsya marriage. What is the Arsya marriage? The Arsya marriage is more like, so for example, so let's say I'm a father, then identify a person, but that person I can't present a daughter to him, but okay, he must give me something. What is that something? For example, give 2 cows to the father of a girl, then get married. So that is called Arsya marriage. Then there is fourth one is called Prajapta marriage. So this Prajapta marriage where father says, okay, this boy is very nice, my daughter is very nice, okay, both of you get married and then I bless you. That's all. No money exchange, no gift, no dowry. So that is Prajapta marriage. Then Gandharva marriage. So this is what Shakuntala and Dushyanta Maharaj are undergoing. So that is Gandharva marriage. So here no family members involved. So only the Shakuntala and Dushyanta Maharaj. Neither father of this Vishwamitra, father of Menaka nor mother of father of Shakuntala or mother of Shakuntala were there. No, they were not there. Correct? The father is, become a Brahmarshi. Okay, so he is no more attachment to the family things. And whereas mother went back to Indraloka. That's it. So she is alone here under the care of Kanvamani. Then the Dushyanta Maharaj also just came hunting with him at that time. Somehow usually kings go with everybody else together. Looks like he somehow escaped from everybody else. Because when the kings are chasing some lion, going faster, he's going fast, and then, he get disconnected from the rest of the army. So he's alone. So these two alone decided to get married. So without involvement of any family members. That is called Gandharva marriage. Then Asura marriage. So here sometime Asuras, they pay high price to the bride and get married. They might say, okay, here is $1 million for your father. Okay, I'll get married to you. Like that. So that is, then Rakshasa marriage. So Rakshasa marriage is simply, they just seize a girl or a boy and get married. Actually, I heard that in Bihar, they kidnap a boy from some rich family and take away to some forest or remote place. Then they, make him marry to some girl. Once you married, they say, okay, you can now go. Correct? You take this girl, then you go to your father's house who is rich. That's it, you have to accept. So that kind of marriage also. So then, of course, Swami-Vara is another one. So that is how Sita Mata is married to Lord Ramachandra. So these are the 4 various types of marriage. So this Gandharva marriage, so without family involvement. So this Gandharva marriage, of course, here in Dushyanta is marrying according to Gandharva Vidina Raja. Gandharva Vidhi. Even for marriage, there is a Gandharva Vidhi, not random marriage. So what is this Gandharva Vidhi? So he says, Omkara Mantra. He says, Gandharvam Vidinam Raja Desha Kala Vidhanvita. So now what is Omkara Mantra? You want to get married. So you just want to quickly married. You saw a beautiful girl, you agreed, okay, this is what people call love marriage, cohabitation, living relationships, all kinds of names are there. But they don't follow any religious principle. Whereas here king, who knows religious principle, Raja. So Gandharva Vidina Raja, Desha Kala Vidhanvat. Now what is the mantra for Gandharva, marriage? Good to know. So of course this Gandharva marriage is spontaneous loving bond that is between these two personalities. So this is exactly what happened. Mutual consent, mutually agreed. Then spontaneously they attracted each other. So then the king want to get married in a Gandharva way. Because Gandharva is the quickest way of marrying. Other marriages are very long. So it may take several days. Then may need to involve ritualistic, priest, yajna, invite relatives, friends, so many. It's very complex. Spend a lot of money. But Gandharva marriage is very easy. And what is the mantra? Please remember. So, Om Gandharva Raja Viswaso Mama Bilasitam Kanyam Prayacha Swaha. So, Om Gandharva Raja Viswaso. Om Gandharva Raja. There is also king for Gandharva. Saying Om Gandharva Raja. They are invoking, blessing up, king of Gandharva. And what is the name of king Gandharva name is Viswaso. The name of Viswaso is the name of Gandharva Raja. Then they are saying Mama Abhilasitam. Mama means my. Abhilasitam, my desire. What is my desire? Is Kanyam Prayacha Swaha. Kanya means this girl. I desire to get married to this girl. Please bless, oh king of Gandharva. Then maybe if you have garland, you put garland on her and she will put her garland on you. Or if you don't have a garland, just do one hug. Or maybe if you have golden flower, take one flower petal, present to her and she will present one to you. Then marriage is over. So this is the quickest way of getting married in a religious way. Clear? Even if you get married in these days, another type of marriage is, you go to marriage registry, there you sign. So this is my name, this is her name, so we are now married and over. Sometimes they will take piece of paper, then write your name and give you the certificate that this girl XYZ and then boy XYZ and ABC, they got married on date, today is, what is the date? 29 or 30 October, and then witnessed by one friend if you like. Otherwise, whoever is there, they witness, they get married, then they may give one box of sweet, go and enjoy rest of your life. Other places, okay, that's done. So certificate is there. So that is the certificate marriage. But here, so Om Gandharva Raja Viswasvaro. So they are seeking the blessing of king of Gandharva, so whose name is Viswaso. Therefore, to satisfy the desire, Mama Abhilasita, Mama Abhilasitam, that is Kanyam Prayacha Swaha. That's all. So this is the easiest and most low-cost marriage. No need to take any loan to get married. No need to borrow from anybody. No need of any priest. So because this king is very well versed in that, so he got married. So both of them agreed to married. Then of course the next verse says that as a result of this marriage, so they will have a son whose name is Bharat. And more about it we will learn later. So this Omkara is prominently used here. So Prabhupada in the purport very nicely explaining that this Omkara is not different from Krishna. So it's a representation of Supreme Personality of Godhead. So in the elsewhere he said, as we discussed, there is no difference between chanting Omkara and Hare Krishna mantra. Those at the transcendental level, whether you chant Omkara, whether you chant Hare Krishna mantra, both are same. Hare Krishna mantra we are seeking, inviting, requesting Lord to engage somehow in service. So engage in bhakti. So Sravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Sravanam, Padasevanam, Vandanam, Archanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam, any of those. So this chanting Hare Krishna mantra is the foundation for all others. all other methods of bhakti. Now Omkara is also not only Omkara to control our mind, our thoughts and action, and deeply thinking about Krishna. So in the other verses, as Krishna says, when you chant Omkara mantra at last breath of your life, along with that you remember Krishna, what happens to you? You will appear in, what is the destination? Param Gatim. That Param Gatim is, you will appear in Goloka Vrindavan. Or if you say Om Narayana Namaha, so then you will appear in Lord Narayana place. You say Om Narsimhaya Nama, you will appear in Narsimha planet in Vaikuntha Loka. So there are millions and millions of Vaikuntha planets where you appear. So therefore, whether you remember Omkara, whether you remember Lord Narayana, or Lord Rama, or Krishna, or Vamandev, any of those innumerable incarnations, so you will achieve destination. Similarly, actually this Om is also incarnation of Krishna. Just like we have got numerous incarnations. So as powerful as Lord Rama, as powerful as Narasimhadev to control our thoughts. Okay, so just to conclude, so this marriage, as per Vedic principle is approved by Bhagavad Gita and also approved by Prabhupada. Prabhupada says, concluding, in our Krishna conscious movement, we allow marriage on the basis of religious principles. Agreement. In the other places, there is no disagreement. Disagreement means divorce. He says in Krishna consciousness, no disagreement. Even with disagreement, you have to put up with it. Learn to tolerate. Prabhupada often says that when you have clouds, during clouds, when heavy clouds are coming, sometime they collide. Then you see a spark, or you see some sound, third sound. He said the fight between wife and husband in the marriage is like that. They will come and collide, some make sound, then go away, then again they get along, and then of course perform their duty of pouring water or rain. In the same way. So therefore, just because you have one disagreement, doesn't mean that you should, divorce. No divorce. Only once you unite, until you finish this life, you have to be united. Or you take, after Grastha life, the next is was Vanaprastha, then Sannyasa. Still no divorce, but Sannyasa, complete renounce, Yukta Yoragya. So that is what is indicated. Then of course, Prabhupada also said, but the sexual combination of men and women, if as friends is religious and is not allowed. So the union should be at least Gandharva union. Agree on the Lord, Om, O Lord, I accept this Kanya. I desire to accept her as my life companion, as my wife. So therefore you take the blessing. So when you get married here in the temple, they perform a lot of rituals and then say, Krishna, please bless them. And here in the one word, so this, he says, Om iti yukte, he says, invoking Supreme Person of Godhead to witness the marriage. Then yata dharmam, so there Lord, so if it is just married in a dharmic way, therefore Narayana becomes witness. Even in ordinary marriage. So you need witness. So that's a witness. So of course, after get married, you follow Purusharthas. What are the Purusharthas? Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. So that was discussed yesterday. I will not labor too much about it. Then of course, finally, not only these 4 Purusharthas, you also go to the next 5th Purushartha. What is the 5th Purushartha? You to achieve love of Godhead. Means engage in bhakti. So this dharma, artha, kama, sensual enjoyment, then moksha. Moksha means general liberation from material issues. Then what? After liberation from material pains, then you attach to spiritual one. Spiritual is always glorious. There is no pain, no pangs. So all loving service to Krishna. So having Krishna in the center, that is the 5th. With that, let me stop here. Thank you very much, Hare Krishna. So let me answer this question before we conclude. So in Bhagavad Gita 17.3 mentions Om Tat Sat, and how they were taken from the Vedic hymns. Om indicates first goal, Tat is the second goal, third goal is the Sat. So Prabhu, what are our first, second and third goal? So she want to know first, second and third goal. Om Tat Sat. Okay, we are saying Om is Krishna. So that is our first goal. So first goal of our life, the human form of life, is to somehow or the other achieve Krishna. Achieve Krishna means developing love of Krishna, thinking of Krishna, doing some service of Krishna. After leave your body, go back to where Krishna is, play with Krishna, serve Krishna, become Krishna's friend. Correct? So if Krishna is thirsty, give him a water, he can drink. If Krishna is not thirsty, if Krishna's associates are thirsty, serve them also. That's why we say, Gopi Bharate Padakamaler Dasa Dasanu Dasa. So therefore you serve not just Krishna's, Gopi's Lord, Krishna, but you can also serve Dasa, 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 Dasanu, Dasu, Dasa. So serving the representative sign, servants of Krishna, is also serving Krishna. So that is the first goal. So what is second goal? What is third? Om Tat Sat. So Sat is eternal. So just like Krishna, Nitya Nityanam Chetana Chetanasya. Krishna is eternal. Nitya Nityanam. So just like living beings are Nitya, eternal. Similarly, just like Krishna Nitya, you are also Nitya. So Om Tat Sat. Om Tat Sat. Sat is eternal. Then of course that is in between. That Om Tat, that is supreme absolute truth, is eternal. So therefore, as Om indicates, Om means Krishna, A means Krishna, Ekara Krishna, who is Sarvalokanayaka. Then second, Om U is Radha, who is the energy, spiritual energy of Krishna. Then third, AUM, M is living entities. That means these are the goal. Goal is to, connect with Krishna, connect with Radharani, connect with all the living beings. We are part and parcel of Krishna. That is the goal. Then that means connect in a friendly way, in the loving way. If there are the loving exchanges, then this place becomes Vaikunta. Even this earthly planet becomes Vaikunta. And that is the goal and objective of everybody. Kala, Desha, then Vidinam. Vidinam is objective. Okay, so with that, let me stop here. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Śrīmad Bhāgavatam ki jai.
Vandeham Shri Guru